What's going on, Libra? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does warm my heart, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what I'm going to be doing this week is a tarot card reading for the week of December 7th through the 13th. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. The gems are feeling good. Vibrations are just Gucci. Now, the theme this week is going to be self-growth and ways that we can just get back in touch with our higher self and just become the best Libra that you and I both know you can be. So I'll be pulling 10 cards with that and doing some clarification as need be. And of course, we got a good old surprise card at the end. But I will, what else am I doing? Right, if you're, in case you were curious, all over the place, Libra, I'm using the Astro Matrix Tarot deck. This is a modern and diverse version of the Rider-Waite deck, so hopefully you enjoy it as much as I have been. But let's go ahead and get into your reading here. The first card is going to represent your past. So higher self, what is it? What energies is Libra working with from the past right now? Let's see what past energies have shaped us up until now. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Libra, we got the devil here. And you know what? I ain't mad at that, because what a better place to start off with some growth. And you're probably like, what? Hang with me. Because the devil is, yes, it's a card of addictions, could be a card of just overindulgence, of really just kind of a debaucherous behavior. But I like to think of this card as also, because it takes strength, to deal with these vices, and realizing that they don't have a hold on you as much as you think. And with this being in your past position, I do feel like this is something that you're realizing. Because the thing with the devil, he's the type, if you don't want to hang here, you can go home whenever you're ready. These chains aren't that tight. Take them off. Don't take the mirror with you, girl. You can't. That flute, that was expensive. But I'm kidding. Come on, devil, we got to be serious. But the devil's like, if you want to kick it with them, sure. But whenever you're ready, you can leave. And that's where I feel like for some, either we're at this place where we're realizing that and we're starting to take those steps. Or let this be the first step for those of you, we've been entertaining the idea, but we haven't taken that first step yet. Let this be the sign. Let this be the signal for your first step here. Because the devil, for me, the devil requires a lot of strength, because when you're dealing with your vices, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the trifecta, drug, sex, alcohol. It can be negative mentalities, being mean to others, however that manifests. When we're trying to get a grip on these type of things, it's going to take some work here. This is Capricorn's card, and it's going to, and I feel like that not only is going to strengthen you, but it's going to make you more compassionate for when you recognize this in other people, you'll be able to tell them, hey, you know what? I used to kick it with the devil too. We had a grand old time. But if it gets you to a place of where we're stagnating, maybe let's start thinking about going back upstairs. Let's get our clothes on, and maybe let's start doing some growth. So let's see where Libra. Let's see where that's taking you. The second card is going to represent your present here. So let's see where we've gotten from this situation here. And remember, Libra, you're in a judgment-free zone here, the safest of spaces. And because believe me, when I say the devil and I are familiar with each other, we are familiar with each other. We go way back. But look at where it's got, just like I had my adventure with the devil, you'll have yours. But look at the awesomeness that can come from this here. Or the goodness that can come from these situations. So just keep that in mind, if we're struggling with this thing. But let's see where we're at currently, Libra. Higher self, what is the present situation for Libra right now? Let's see what's going on in Libra's world. Oh, yeah? Huh. Okay. So currently we got the Six of Wands in reverse. And so I feel like maybe for some we haven't been seeing these milestones as wins like we should. Maybe it's been kind of like an uphill battle, you know. It's been where we'll take a couple steps and then you might fall off the horse, you know, and then to get back on, oh, falling again. But you know what, Libra? It's one of those things, like if you're not feeling like if we're celebrating right now or we don't feel proud of what we've accomplished, you've taken steps. Even when you've fallen off the horse, you've gotten back on. And even if you fell off and stayed in there for a little bit, you're like, okay, crap, I wasn't quite ready yet. Devil, hey, that's fine. The devil's gonna let you in. You know, his door's always open. But that's the thing, it's always open. You can get right back out there, Libra, and that's worth celebrating. And so I feel like if for some of us, if we haven't been feeling like these milestones are a win, you know, if this is, for example, if this is like a battle with like sobriety, you know, this is something, and again, this is not medical advice, so, you know, definitely take this stuff as it resonates. But I feel like with everything that, I remember a good kind of analogy someone told me once. A man stands on his foot for 40 years and puts his foot down once. Do we want to focus on that time that we put our foot down, or do we want to focus on the 40 years that we stood on one foot for that whole time? You know, hopefully that analogy makes sense. But it's like, I feel like it's like when we're winning, we're on top of the world, we're feeling good. But when we get that one loss, it almost like it voids all of those those previous wins, and then it's like you reset yourself again. And that's where I feel like currently, if that's where we're at, let's try to get to a place where we're being not just compassionate with, because sure, there's going to be compassion for others when you get through this, but first off, we need to put some extra compassion into ourselves, you know, and really during this time, because this is a very delicate period. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be with like your main three, you know, however this is manifesting for you. But as long as you're taking steps, that's worth celebrating, Libra, and that's worth keeping that spirits high, and that's something to be proud of. You know, let's not just focus on the losses. Let's focus on the wins as well. Now let's get into your higher self here, and where your higher self is trying to get you to. Higher self, what is it? Where is it that Libra is trying to go? Where is it the energy that's where the universe is trying to take you, Libra? Let's see what's going on here. Okay, yeah? Okay. Ha! So we got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like with this card popping up, it's getting to this place of kind of like how I was saying, you know, when we're kind of down in the dumps here, it can feel like, you know, that that's not what I meant. Well, yeah, kind of like when we're down in the dumps and like where we're celebrating, where we're focusing more on the losses than the wins, then everything, it paints our whole world. It gets this kind of like where there's no kind of hope, you know, where it's just like we're constantly going to be in the state where we feel like we're just a slave to our emotions, a slave to these vices, and that there's nothing that there can possibly be any hope. But the thing with, I feel, especially with this being upright, is remembering that there's always hope. That door is always lit up. Because now look, you know, let's say this is the devil's house here. You know, this is now, instead of going to his house and, you know, having a big old debauchery party, whatever, devil, we're having. The devil has put up a sign of hope here, you know, and I know this is kind of a weird stretch, but stay with me, because I want you to realize that there is strength in this stuff here, you know, and that's where your higher self, I feel like, is trying to get you to not focus on those losses, to realize that there are milestones in this thing, and that there are wins in this, and, you know, as long as you are showing up for yourself and showing out, you know what? I think let's get a little more clarification on that, Libra, because I think I'd want a little bit more on that one. Higher self, can we clarify the Five of Pentacles, please? Let's see what's going on with that Five of Pentacles. Oops, energy. Let's see what's going on with that. We got the Four of Pentacles. So I do, you know what, and this is, Libra, we're really gonna kind of work outside the box here, because what I'm getting with this energy here is that it's, because with this character, normally this guy's like, he always gives me very greedy vibes. But what I'm getting more so here is that we're hyper focused on this one thing, on this loss here. And I feel like what higher self is really, it is just trying to get you to not be so focused on this, whatever this pinnacle is. You know, normally it represents money, but I feel like this is focusing on when we haven't, where it feels like we let ourselves down, you know. And I get that, you know, if it's one of those things where it's like, Libra, you don't want to be out of balance, you know, and that constant shift, especially if we're battling with vices, you know, that can be exhausting. You know, you get to where there's just like, what is even happening? But I'm getting an energy of not to just focus solely on that. You know, there's brilliance that is happening from this situation. So, yeah, that's, I'll leave that there for right now. Higher self definitely wants you to get to this place of just realizing that you are on the right track. Just because you're trying to, any kind of self-improvement is worthy of applause, even mistakes and all, because it's a moment-by-moment battle. But now let's get to your challenges here. That's going to be the fourth card, and what's kind of preventing this growth here. Let's see, what are some challenges that are Libra? I mean, outside of this, what's already been presented. Let's see what's going on here with, yeah, okay. So, we got the Five of Swords. And I feel like with the Five of Swords popping up, I feel like maybe there have been some people who wanted to help you, Libra, but maybe this is something that, I don't want to say that we felt ashamed, but I feel like maybe we might have felt some kind of way. Maybe we didn't want to have all our business out there, let's say. So I feel like maybe, and I'm getting with this energy is just like maybe to allow yourself to kind of open up a little bit, to allow yourself to kind of lean on people a little bit. Because I feel like with, and that's normally not how the Five of Swords is read, but I feel like people have been trying to come to you and you've been greeting them with swords. It's been just like, hey Libra, is everything all right? Everything's fine. Get out. You know, that's kind of what, and not that I think you're that aggressive, Libra, but you know, when we're in this realm right now, we're not quite ourselves. So we might have responded out of character. And I feel like this is the challenges for if we had any relationships that maybe have fallen by the wayside, or you know, anyone who's been trying to reach out to you with that intention of wanting to help, you know, maybe let's try to mend those things, because that a really good way to work with this kind of stuff, and take it from me, it's good to have a really good support system, you know, in making sure that you can get through this, because to have people that you trust with this too. I will agree in the sense of like, be guarded, because you don't want people to take advantage of you during this time, but also don't be so that you're missing out on the people that love you and that people that want you to grow from this. So that's where I'll leave with that challenges there, and I think that'll help kind of line all this energy up here. Now let's move on to your fifth card here, which is some environmental influences here. Let's see what environmental influences are affecting Libra at the moment. Higher self. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. Got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So yeah, I feel like right now we're in this place of that. I feel like maybe our environment is not set up. Libra. I feel like with this energy here is that we've kind of like isolated ourselves in that we haven't opened ourselves to feeling happiness is kind of what I'm kind of getting with this energy. Is that because with the Nine of Cups for me is a card of fulfillment, is a card of, you know, and really being comfortable in that joy, you know, getting all your abundance and whatever that looks like for you. But with it being reversed, I feel like we've let our vice. I feel like if we haven't dealt with this thing, it's starting to, it's gone from within, and now our whole environment is starting to feel that as well, because that it's sneaky how that stuff will get out, and how that, if you don't, how I say, if you ignore it, that stuff festers, and it does. It comes out in tricky ways, and since we're working with the devil, you've seen how tricky this guy is. That'll pop up in your world, and it might be a time to just kind of look at that, because if we were in this, we were going through something, and who knows what the collateral damage was looking like. And it might be some time too to maybe let's clean up our surroundings. If we have if everything's looking kind of dark and dreary, let's maybe open up some blinds, let the sun shine in. Maybe open a window, get some fresh air. Just taking those steps to kind of start cleaning, just kind of cleaning up house right now. Let's get a little more clarification on the Nine of Cups. Higher self, can we have a little more clarification on that, please? Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. Let's see what's going on with this energy here. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Queen of Cups in reverse. And that makes me sad, Libra, and really not in a condescending way. This is it really, that if it feels like something where it's gotten so out of hand that it's gone from internal to external, and bled into your world, I feel like it's time to look upon this experience in here, and just kind of change how we're greeting this energy. Because with the Queen of Cups, she values her experiences, good or bad. This is Cancerian energy, and with Cancers, a lot of us are. I'm a Cancer. My son is in Cancer. And a lot of us, as a generalization, kind of, Cancer is rooted in the past, in karma, and good, bad, and all of that. There's wisdom in all of that. And I feel like with her popping up in reverse, this is kind of asking you to look at. It's time to look at this in a different way. We could see this as something that has brought us down, that has defeated us, and we have so much work to do. Or we can look at this as okay, this is what I'm working with. This wasn't ideal how I handled it, but at least now I have the know-how, and I have the tools to deal with this thing. Now I've attained the wisdom from this. So now we can come at this and then really embody this energy and flip all this stuff on its head here, Libra. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with that, Libra. But you're in a safe space here. This is a judgment-free zone, and yeah, we're gonna get through this. Let's figure out what. Let's get into the 6th card. This is gonna deal with some personal issues. Any kind of fears, anxieties, and insecurities. Let's see what's going on here. Higher self. What are some personal issues that Libra's dealing with at this time? What are we trying to? We're trying to avoid. All right, got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like we've, this whole reading is really, I'm getting is that I feel like we're not giving ourselves the credit that we deserve. Because again, the fact that keep in mind too, this is energy that you've brought me here. This isn't anything that I'm trying to force on you here. This is something that you brought here, and if this is resonating with you, that's a step in itself too, because you've seen it, I've seen it, and we're really discussing this thing. Because with the Knight of Cups, when he's upright, this is he's coming back from this long journey. He's got something to be proud of. But I feel like right now we're at this place of we're not, and granted, we're working through this thing, but that doesn't mean that we have to have our head down low while we're working with this stuff. Things happen, but they don't define us, and if you're coming in, you're like, hey, I know that I was on one, but I'm taking the steps to grow. And if that's not received well, then that, again, it might be time to reevaluate, maybe kind of set up some different boundaries, maybe time to find our soul tribe, or maybe try to realize, maybe who we deemed our soul tribe may not be the ones that are really trying to lift us up here. So I say just keep that in mind with yeah, I'm really feeling like Libra, this is really something to be proud of. Taking these steps, because that's I'm getting a lot of I'm almost getting like an ashamed type of version, like feeling with this Knight of Cups energy here. With him being reversed, and this is nothing to be ashamed of. You're taking steps for growth. What's there to be ashamed of in that? Please, let's move on to your let's move on to your seventh card here, which is what you feel like you should do at this time. You know, what's your guts kind of telling you at this time. Let's see, what does Libra feel like they should do in this situation right now? Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, okay. Got the Seven of Pentacles. Now I feel like this is, and that's interesting that does pop up. I feel like it's one of those things that you want to invest in yourself. You know, you want to make sure that this is something that you're with. You know, you want to get better. You want to grow. But my thing with her is that she's got a little anxiety in her face. You know, for something so good. You know, that the fact that there is this little bit of worry. I feel like it's one of those things. It's one thing to be like kind of like waiting in anticipation. It's just like, oh, when is this thing gonna go? When is this growth gonna happen? And just gonna, instead of like oh, did I make the right decision? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Maybe I am just my vice. You know, maybe I am. I'm getting this like this second guessing nature here. It's like we want to believe that we're making the right steps, but it's not there yet. You know, I feel like there's still like this question mark, like you're still trying to convince yourself like, Dad, like this is what I need to do here. In Libra, I feel like investing in yourself, absolutely. There's no need for, at least there shouldn't be, you know. Again, I can't tell you what to do, but I wouldn't have any doubt in that, because this is an extraordinary thing right here, what you're trying to do. And I get where if it's not happening as fast as you want, or there's a lot of changes coming with this, I get the anxiety, I get the doubt, but that's normal, you know, because it's just, I feel like we're in this culture right now where we just want instant gratification, and it's set the standards. It's made things unrealistic, you know, because everything is a journey. This is Saturn and Taurus energy here, and Saturn's about restriction, and the Taurus is about that perseverance. This is something that this is going to be, like I said, an every moment battle. So don't, you know. Try not to see this as something to be anxious about. Maybe let's turn that anxiousness, let's try to redirect that energy. Let's turn this into excitement, because you're getting ready to flip all this stuff on its head. We're going to get everything back up right again, Libra. So let's move on to the next card. And the next card is what you want to do. So that's and there's a difference between what you feel you should do and what you want to do, because I could tell you what to do. You know, you could follow my guidance. You could follow your friends, your mamas, your daddies, you know, whomever's invited. But this next one is, what do you want to do, Libra? What do you feel like you want to do in this journey here? Let's see what's going on with this. And I've been I just told Virgo this, and I don't want to seem like I'm coming at you, but it's just that I see the potential here that's coming from this growth, and I want the best for you, Libra. It's that motherly energy, that Cancerian energy coming out. What mother doesn't want to see the best happen for them? So yeah, keep that. What were we doing? Oh, what do you want to do, Libra? That's what I'm talking about, Libra. We want an Ace of Pentacles. And absolutely, and I don't even just feel like in just like resources here. Oh man, oh, that almost got me, Libra. We want more for ourselves. Oh, wow, Libra. Ooh, you got me in the feels a little bit. Wow. I do. I feel like we want more for ourselves. We don't want to be stuck, I feel like, in this. You know, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles is about, that big opportunity. About really just, yeah, I really don't, because yeah, that almost got me choked up, Libra. We want more for ourselves. In whatever that looks like for you. And I feel like you're trying to get your tend to yourself, you know, get your garden back in order, because there's such beauty in your world, Libra, and to let this be tainted by past experiences, don't, you know, let that wisdom, you know, really, let me give you a more coherent sentence. Higher stuff, can we clarify the Ace of Pentacles? Because I'm gonna need some help. Yeah, you got me, Libra. That's a first. Yeah, that almost got me a little choked up, Libra. But that's good though, in the best possible way, because that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Higher stuff, can we clarify the Ace of Pentacles? What is this? Yeah. We're trying to get back to ourselves again. We're trying to get to that balanced state, the Hierophant. Where we want to get to this place where I feel like we're at peace again. You know, you have this Om on his hand here. They're in, I don't know if I already said this, but this isn't a gender specific reading. It's about finding yourself. He's in balance with his human side and all of his faults, and then his higher self side, and accepting all of that and embracing that oneness and really honing in, because that is divine wisdom right there. This whole thing is, yeah, Libra. Let's move on to your ninth card. The ninth card is going to be your what lessons that we got from this. Okay, let's see what we've learned from this experience, Libra. Okay, so we got a little somber there for a second, but in the best possible way, because man, that was powerful. What lessons did we? Because I mean that was a lesson in itself right there, Libra. Yes. Knight of Wands upright. See how things are flipping back up, Libra. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands for me, of the court cards in the wands, he's got the most fire on his wand there, and that's because there's been a new, something has been reignited in him. You know, something that just like this drive, this thing to get better, this need to want to rise above this. This is fire energy all day. And it's about finding that inner self again, you know, because I will say with, hold on, let me grab this card. Like when it comes to like that spark, you know, sometimes I feel like we can get to this place where it's like, it feels like the sparks died, will never be the same. But sometimes it's been dimmed to a tea light because we were dealing with some things. But now that we're on the path of finding ourselves again, cranking that fire back up and get back on that horse and tackling this thing again, because this is totally worth your energy. Improving yourself, absolutely. Go conquer that. You know, go figure out. You know, let's bring it home. Higher self. Last card is going to be advice. Higher self. What is some advice that that Libra can get from this situation here? What advice do we have for Libra? Or does Libra's higher self have for them? Let's see what's going on here. What advice do we have? Oops, okay. Okay, yeah. Yes. All right. Absolutely, Libra. Five of Cups. It might seem like, yeah, what a way to bring it home. Oh, you're going to get me again, Libra. You got to stop that. You got these 3 cups down here, and he's looking at it like remembering the joy that it brought him. But you know what, Libra? There's 2 more cups behind you, and then when you see that, then you're going to see the river that is available to you. And then you're going to see the city that's available to you. And then, let's bring it back. The world is going to open up for you, Libra. It's going to... it's about letting those things that didn't service you anymore, that kept you in that low vibratory state, taking the wisdom from that stuff, taking the strength from those things, letting that wash over you. Taking that, you know what you're putting in your backpack? Wisdom, not baggage. Wisdom. And then we take that, we go out there, and we show the world. We show the world what you've done, and they're going to be so blinded by how excellent you've done. This glare. Thanks. But hopefully you got that message, Libra. This is something that you should be proud of. So I'll leave that there. If that resonated with you, what do I want to say with that? Because that got emotional. I'm kind of glad we were a little off camera because you almost got me choked up twice, Libra. You stop that. But not in the sense of you keep that growth going. Let's just move on, Libra. Because wow. Let's do the YouTube things. Let's lift this energy up a little bit. Let's like, share, subscribe. It's like, what are we doing? Follow me on Facebook. If you need, and you know what? It's a little shameless, but I was going to talk about my other channel, The Chariot and Friends. If you need to be in an energy of just kind of like just like sort of nurturing Cancerian energy, I started a channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do, if you have Cancer in your chart, or if you just, again, if you just need you need a place to kick it with, you want to kick it with the Queen, me and the Queen of Cups, you know, come on over. You know, we welcome you always. There's always Libra. All that's in the description box below. Let's get your surprise card. Let's get you out of here because you got some healing to do, Libra, for sure. For those of that who resonated with that, there's some healing, but I'm happy for I'm holding it over here because let me see if I can get it close. You got the Three of Swords upright, or excuse me, in reverse. And that signifies that this heartache, it's coming to a close. Because now we've really talked about it. You know, you've seen it, I've seen it, and we felt it. You know, we were really kind of in it. So know that this is coming to a close. You know, because it's like this, just like all journeys. You know, it's that fluctuation of life. You know, we all go through it. It happens to the best of us. But what I like to say about that, that's just the universe reminding us that we are all the best. So, okay. That's enough, Libra. You are going to, I did not bring tissue, doing too much. Stay safe out there. Keep raising that vibration, because despite these feelings, that raised my vibration through the roof, just because there was healing that happened here. At least I hope so. Yeah, keep raising that vibration, and I will catch you on the next one later.